love, care, attention, validation. Okay, he is supposed to give me everything. So
For my own validation, my existential validation, I was dependent on the other person.
always have a fear that we are going to end up alone, and so all that stuff make us prone to become an emotionally dependent person.
Played to have a long relationship in which I was emotionally very much involved and very much dependent for.
And there is a true love, like, or the person is good, so they don't want you to be dependent on anyone. Like, there should be a freedom there. You should be more independent.
You should be more secure in yourself.
You should be more self-reliant.
Without you, I am complete and charmed.
When you start embracing yourself, when you give yourself that missing love, you become complete. You develop an aura. Don't be anyone's Google Maps, and don't let anyone be your Google Maps. So we are with our third episode of Unfolding Us.
Yes.
Based on how insecurities in ourselves lead to a dependency, like emotional dependency in relationship.
We were exploring how we were dependent on somebody for something. So we in our relationship we realized we were never dependent on on a physical things. We were never dependent, but emotionally.
Yeah, it's like emotional, like love, care, security, and all that stuff, like
safety. Like in our head we were dependent, but physically, financially we were not dependent. We were not dependent by any like actual safety.
Yes.
Like we were not unsafe in a physical world that we needed a safety from. We were not dependent for that.
So it was an illusion of dependency.
Yeah, as yes. So therefore this today's episode is on emotional dependency, but found out like actually like how married women are like dependent on their husband for finance and like social security. But as we were not married, but still we were dependent, and then we, after going into the root cause, we realized that we were emotionally dependent.
Yes. Yeah. So, like in my relationship, like I had made this person the source of everything, like the love, care, attention, validation. Okay, he is supposed to give me everything. So it's like
his responsibility.
Yeah,
to,
it is his
make you
responsibility to make me feel special, to provide me that attention, to validate me whenever someone else is telling me that I am wrong. So so these were the like things in which, like, emotionally I was completely dependent on this person. So as you know, in our family, like, the love which we had to get from our parents, so which we did not get up to that level. And so so we were on our own for almost in our childhood. Like, we were taking care of our own selves, like emotionally.
Yeah, basically in our childhood, our parents were busy in their adult problems, they were there, they were busy in their life ka issue. And I mean, after growing this much, we can understand like okay, it's like they are human, they are not gods, they have their issues, and somewhere they made it their best out of that. But in that, we as children felt abandoned or ignored, or
Yes.
not that much completely accepted as we are, which was like so that made a void inside us, like okay, it's like it made us judge, or it made us question like what is love, or it just
Yes.
made us believe in like this is love, like receiving in this amount, like the lack of
Yeah.
love is a love kind of.
Yeah. So
And
when there is a lack of love, so even if you get like 5% of
yeah,
something, you feel, oh, this is something really big. So, but even when it is bare minimum, you feel that it is,
it is like for you,
yeah,
it is like much more,
oh my God,
yeah, in
like,
comparison. So yes, exactly. And actually the problem was not we were not loved or something. It was like we were not realized that love is not supposed to seek out of
outside.
seek outside of us.
Hmm.
It should be like us only. Like we should not seek love, attention, and all those things from parents too. But as a child, we are in that state, and we are not that much mature. We
Yes,
were not mature, but we didn't had that curve of learning that these things are not to be seek outside.
yes,
So that learning was lacking. That so we always felt I always felt unaccepted and deprived of love, and felt like even if the like happy moments or some kind of love sharing moments between two friends and two people felt too much for me. It's like it felt like they are just being rainbow and unicorns.
yeah,
It made me feel uncomfortable sometimes ki how can somebody be so happy when
yes.
this has to be fake, this has to be not real. And that much I was comfortable with being
Less loved.
less loved, or not in that vibration of being happy.
Yes,
So in our age when we got in relationship, we were like in like early 20s, and
yeah.
not burdened with
Too many
too many
responsibilities.
responsibilities and all. Everybody was free, and it just, first of all, to accept
Mm,
attention
mm,
and love was hard and difficult for me. I felt like somebody giving me much more attention and love is like somebody is being crazy or weirdo. Like
huh.
he must have some, like उसको कुछ चाहिए रहेगा मेरे से. And that's why he is being so polite and being so this kind, taking this much effort to
Yeah,
make me attention. But actually I was so uncomfortable receiving like lots of attention, love, and everything. I mean, I used to feel people are weird. People, I couldn't go even the healthy flirting kind of thing. I wasn't there. Uh, I couldn't enjoy that phase because of this belief that happiness or love is not that, this much happiness, this much
yeah.
love is not
Ex
existential.
yes,
But
does
that
not
was not
exist
much of love or much of happiness. If I see in past
retrospectively.
retrospectively, it was just a normal thing. But because of my own receiving issue, I couldn't accept it, and I couldn't take these kind of things in a light mode, like in a fun way.
Yes, and you had to.
So eventually, I I came into the relationship because of so much of deeper kind of feeling. In the childhood, I had this perspective about me that I am the odd man or odd man out, or I am the weirdo. I am the I am some crazy person
You were not.
because actually I used to do some like creative stuff like poem or
Yes.
drawing or painting or writing something. Poems were there. So in our family,
Family.
nobody was like
Yeah.
into that
Everyone is into
creative
studies,
field.
science.
Everyone were in the competitive studies and all everything. So but as a this kind of field were not such a were new for us.
Yes.
Even for me, it was something I did not see in my family, so I felt myself it's
And
somebody weird.
mainly that this uniqueness was not,
Big.
flourished by the family. So, and it was not like encouraged. Whereas the more focus was given to studies and all. So, it became like, oh, this being such unique and creative a person is not good.
Yeah, I mean, it was not deliberately not encouraged or something. People were not having that much time out of their own life. Like, parents were busy in their own
Own
lives that
stuff,
much,
yeah.
they couldn't balance out these things. And for me, it turned out a journey of being weirdo or odd person. And so I started drawing weirdly. I started drawing, and that turned out not so normal into the
Like
commercial way.
abstract painting.
It was abstract. It was something which was not, you can say, like in some category it can be fixed.
Yeah.
It was something different. So that was also valid. That was kind of also making my own self-image stronger. Like I am weirdo, or I am somebody who is
Not normal.
not normal. Yeah, and so when I connected to person, when I got into a relationship, the foundation of that relationship itself was a somebody accepting me as a weirdo and not normal person is was a great thing for me. Was a great thing for me because that gave me a assurance that I can be accepted as I am, kind of. But as I am a weird or odd person, so that belief that I am
Yeah.
the crazy or
So
that the
you
odd person
accepted
got,
that person. So you got
yeah.
accepted by that person, but inside of you the feeling of lack was still there.
Yes,
Hmm.
exactly. I mean, it. I was not enjoying being odd or something. I was just. It was a burden, like
Yeah.
burden that I am odd or I am some difficult person or something like that. And in that, somebody accepting me was a great. He's doing something a God's work, kind of
Yes.
like he's just. He's just an angel. Like, so
Yeah. God
the
sent angel.
relationship was not on a very like basic things. It was much more emotional complexity and emotional insecurities. Like,
Hmm.
I won't be ever accepted as a in this society. So maybe the person who is being there and just there and accepting me, I should go with it. And uh, the emotional weight of that thing was very much thing. I mean, for my own validation, my existential validation, I was dependent on the other person,
Yeah.
and it was not a fun way to start a relationship. It was a total uh, emotionally burdened
Yeah.
relationship
Also
was there.
emotional burden on the other person.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
so you did not, so the qualities you had, or sorry, the qualities you have, so you did not address those qualities, and you did not find, you did not find those qualities as, you know, your uniqueness, that you are extraordinary. So that's what happens. We always feel that we are not good enough. We always have a fear that we are going to end up alone, and you know, so all that stuff make us prone to become an emotionally dependent person. And also, so this feeling of lack is also the culprit of being an emotionally dependent person. So the learning here is, you have to address your qualities, you have to embrace yourself, you have
Yeah.
to, you know, take care of the unique qualities which you have.
Yes. I can I can be even a weird or not normal person and love myself. I
Hmm.
don't have to be dependent on somebody to love that version or something.
Yes.
But it shouldn't. If something negative in you
Yeah.
is the cause of the entire relationship, some insecure feeling you are holding
Yes.
about yourself, a shame you're holding for yourself, cannot be the foundation of the relationship. But unfortunately, I was not known to this thing, but it led to have a long relationship in which I was emotionally very much involved and very much dependent for my uh, uh, validation and acceptance and all that thing. But that led me to not uh, question my belief system.
Yeah. So almost the same story with me, but so uh, some things happened in my life which only my ex-partner he knew. So that's how he started taking care of me, and that's how we went into a relationship. So again, I felt okay with this. No one will ever accept me, and now this person has come in my life, and again
Yeah,
he is a God sent angel.
angel kind of.
Yeah, and you know, he has accepted me. He as I am. He has accepted the truth, and he is still in love with me, and you know, he is like, he wants to be in a relationship with me. So those are the, so I felt like, okay, someone is taking these many efforts, you know, for me. So that means there is something, and that's how I came into a relationship. So
Yeah,
again, the base of the relationship was not good. Again,
a lack feeling that.
it was again, I had that feeling of lack, where you know, I will not be accepted by anyone.
Yeah.
uh, so that's how I am in this relationship. You know, I will not get any other good guy, so now
Hmm.
let's get stuck with this, the person who has come in our life, in my life. So that's how emotional dependency started. And also, one thing I want to like highlight here is, when we were being emotionally dependent, the other person,
They like
they liked it.
us to be dependent
Yeah,
on them.
yes.
They
I
actually cherish that thing. They felt valuable by
hmm,
us being dependent
dependent
on
on
them.
them.
And it just got watered, like it just got
Hmm.
more nurtured that
Nurtured,
be
yeah.
dependent on me.
Be
Be dependent
dependent
on
on
me.
you.
I
Yeah.
feel good. And that consistently.
Yeah. So when there is a true love, like, or the person is good, so they don't want you to be dependent on anyone. Like, there should be a
Yeah,
freedom. You should be, more
independent.
independent. You
You should
should,
be more secure in
yeah,
yourself,
you should be more
and
self-reliant
you
in
should,
that. So the other person will try to make you the better version of yourself, not
yeah,
to, go higher and higher, and not to go down and lower. So,
yeah,
because of this emotional dependency which was nurtured, we started going down and down in our self-esteem, in our
yeah,
like. So I was dependent on this person to, boost myself.
yeah.
Uh, so, for the attention, validation, also motivation. So, I was completely dependent on this person to motivate me, to push me to go ahead. But that did not happen actually. Uh, like, I was never, so I
You thought he
wanted,
is encouraging you, pushing
yeah.
you, but maybe it was not. In reality, it
Yeah,
wasn't
in
happening.
reality, it was not happening. So, like, I wanted to start a fashion blogging. So I did it once. I showed him. Okay, he just said you can do it in a proper way or in a better way. So I tried doing that, but then there was nothing from his side, to go further in this journey.
And it won't be there, na, right?
Yeah,
Because
because
why would another should force you to do anything or
yeah, not
no?
force, but just to remind you that okay, you also have likings towards this thing,
Yeah.
so you can also like
So the change
explore this
was not
more.
encouraged. The change
Yeah,
was
the
not
change was
encouraged.
not
The
encouraged.
new you was not got like cheering. Go
Yeah,
Shivani, this is new thing for you, but new thing for you, and I don't mind you going in that direction, and let's see what happens or something. And I'm
yes,
excited for you to start this
yeah,
next step in your life or something.
yes,
So yeah, you thought you're getting encouraged, but now after seeing your experiences, you just found out like no, you were not that much
yes,
encouraged.
because it might be so, as we have our insecurities, the other person also
Yeah,
had their insecurities.
yeah, exactly. So
So Swamini has written a poem on that for
yes.
the emotional dependency.
So this poem is based on this dependency relationship, whatever the experience I had. So basically, the experience was more of like a one more thing was like competitive. In
Yes,
this relationship, we were also insecure about loving somebody. Like, is he loving me more, or am I loving him more, or am I loving enough? Was was a competition for internal competition in my head. I had this insecurity that I'm not loving enough somebody, and that's why this much conflict, this much arguments, uh, this much hurt is going on and all.
yes,
So I had this like insecurity about my being and my loving, that am I doing it enough? And in that insecurity, I was too much like I was adjusting a lot. I was trying to uh, trying to be more than what I should be doing. So that's why the poem's title is Me versus You.
yes,
Okay, like some kind of game, like me versus you. Okay, so let's start.
yeah,
I never knew I could be such an incomplete that I asked you to enter. You came and made all my incompleteness filled with your incompleteness. Incompleteness, or something else. Whatever it was, it led me to find myself. By getting out of this me versus you unhealthy, toxic competition, it led me to value myself. Without you, I am complete and charm. Without you, I am my soul, my dream farm. Karmic relation.
It's a really great poem. Yeah. So, as you let go of this emotional dependency, how how complete you become, like when you start addressing your qualities, when you start embracing yourself, when you give yourself that
Yes,
missing love, you become complete. You
yes.
develop an aura, of your own aura, where
Yeah.
everyone is getting attracted to you.
So basically, you know yourself better. You
Yes,
can't. You are the first person for you, and you're just letting that whole responsibility on someone else's shoulder makes
yes,
it makes it the work very messy. Like
yeah.
it goes on a guesswork, and it is not made like that. It cannot be like that.
Yeah, we cannot give control to someone else of ourselves. So, and also, like, the other person also has his own life, his own things to work on. So, just putting yourself somewhere out there is not good.
Like
You have to take charge of your own self.
how much sugar you need in your coffee, you know
Yes,
very well than any other person. Like you know how much salt in your food is needed, or anything, what taste you like, or what
yes,
kind of music you like, what and on where deeper level you should be loved. Only you can tell once you open up to yourself first. So let's not depend for that to
yeah,
somebody, and it
yes,
is kind of very much uh, very painful expectation, or very
yeah,
much burden expectations you're putting on somebody.
yes.
Like
So for like in my case, I was so dependent that even on for everything, like even for parents' love, and I thought I was getting it from this person. So in like I used to wish him Happy Father's Day on Father's Day, Happy Mother's Day on Mother's Day. In fact, like I was ready to tie a Rakhi on Raksha Bandhan. So like it was all I had made him the source of all
all kind of
kinds of
love.
love.
Okay.
So it is like now I realized how sad
Yeah.
it was.
Yes. So and even that, so what happens, like you are aware that you need all kind of this love, all kinds of this love, but there is a one stage, one step you just like walked on. At least you know that you need all these kinds of love, but now just there's a like one more step you have to go. How?
Yeah,
Because how, and then you just made that person responsible for that, but actually if that how is wrong, I mean it was wrong. Like, so we have the experiences which is not uh, which is hurtful,
yes,
kind of key, like you have so many expectations, and the
yeah. So
expectations do not get uh, what fulfilled.
yes. Yeah, so what used to happen, like when my expectations were not getting fulfilled, so I tried to change this other person. So all energy was going into focusing on the other person, how he can fulfill your needs.
Yeah.
And but which did never happened. Like you cannot change anyone other, like
Yeah,
you cannot change someone else. So rather than
and
focusing
even changing
outside,
that
yeah,
way, it won't be the natural soul. Like
yes,
it will be somebody who is just AI kind of like made up.
changed person, yeah,
Yeah, made up person or
yes,
something who is just not being himself.
yeah. With again, if the other person is changing like entirely for you, then again that person has low self worth, low self esteem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so in a way, changing for somebody, it can be possible. Like it can be
Hmm.
possible. Like you grow and people change, people understand, people evolve, and all that thing. But it has to be from a good place. It has to be from a
Yes.
love kind of not hurting wala love, but
Yeah.
it has to be somewhere a peace or harmony.
Very smoothly, like with it should be
Yeah.
effortless.
It sometimes it is not effortless. It has to be like we hold some blockages kind of like I had this like nobody can love me
Hmm.
uh fully, like that is something fake thing. If
Yes.
somebody is so much uh appreciating me, accepting me as I am and all, it is all I felt like it is some rainbow concept. This
Hmm.
is unicorn concept, something which is not real,
Yes.
right? But this block, if I want to receive such kind of love, I have to work on myself and I have to remove these blocks,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. You have to
So
give yourself love where you feel you are not good.
yeah, exactly. So the changing has to be from the inner thing.
Yes.
I mean, a person should change for himself,
Hmm.
not somebody, not for someone else.
Yeah. Yes.
He should by himself realize that, oh, I think this will make me a better person, this will make me a happier person, this will make me more loving person, or this will make me more loved person. This will just make my life better. I should go with this, and after that, just change.
Yes.
Not because they just manage like current situation. Just don't do the patch up thing.
Yeah.
Like some kind of इधर इधर थोड़ा सा हाँ तुम ये सेटल करो, तुम
हाँ.
वो सेटल करो,
Yes.
तुम इसका ध्यान रखो, तुम ऐसे बात करो, मैं ऐसे बात करता हूँ, and you don't talk about this, or you don't behave like this, or you don't bring this topic, I don't like it, or I mean this kind of a patch up work
Yes.
does not last longer.
Yeah. So also the efforts to make everything happen outside from the other person are exhausting,
Yes.
are literally exhausting. So instead of spending the energy on something outside and which is also not true, so you if you spend that energy on yourself, you are going to be the best version of yourself.
Yes.
So I just remember something like how the other person, now when we are talking about this emotional dependency, so how the other person was dependent on me. So he used to call me his Google Maps of life. So, like I was so that's how I was giving the direction and he was following. Even when sometimes he never wanted to follow it.
Yeah. So, okay.
Don't be anyone's Google Maps. And
Unless you are totally you are
yes,
you.
yeah. And
It
don't
is
let
not,
anyone be your Google Maps.
yeah, I mean, not blindly,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, blind.
It should be an alignment, or your uh, value should be same, equal.
Yes,
Uh, your values are really much like matching with each other. Your values are matching with each other. You can actually just go with it, like trusting each other and all that stuff can go, but don't do it blindly like over the years. Yeah. Examine. Okay, I believe I trusted, but what I got is it what I want or not? I mean, should be interdependent. Sorry, right? Sometimes we take someone else's opinion, but we are not so attached that you don't do it blindly. You just take
So when you say your values are matching and when you have to examine the values of other person, if they are coinciding with you, you have to know yourself uh, in a best way. You cannot be like मुझे ये चाहिए या मुझे वो चाहिए. You have to know कि तुमको क्या चाहिए. Then only you can go ahead and become an independent person.
and even if you don't know क्या चाहिए, just be dependent on yourself to know क्या चाहिए. Rather than somebody else who you want blue color, just get blue color. Cool. You decide for yourself. It's not like that you will be all solved for yourself. When you are known, it takes time to know ourselves. Who are we? What am I? You take your time, but just be on that check. Am I being told? Am I being depending on somebody else's suggestion, opinion, or something like that?
So that was our short and sweet episode of Emotional Dependency. For more such content, subscribe, like, share.
I'm sure you like this place, new place.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's like windy and
Rainy.
rainy. Yes, so we have shifted from the couch to the bed with our green tea. This time it's a green tea.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Like, subscribe, comment,
Share.
share. So, we have house and